Hey y'all, welcome to the realm of comics, or welcome back if you've already been here. So typically what I have been doing is every Wednesday I do a top 5 comics that are releasing this week. I have not uploaded this in the past 2 weeks. It's been a very busy time for me, just in life in general. So hey, we're back with it. We're loving it. So today I'm here to give you my top 5 comics that are going to be releasing today. As always, I do use League of Comics as my kind of like point of reference for what I'm interested in, what will be releasing every single week. So if you're interested in that, I will leave the link to that down in the description box below. Okay, so the first one that we have up, no time wasted, we're jumping in, we're hopping right in, because listen, like, I'm getting back into the swing of things here, but hopping right in, the first thing that we have is Justice Society of America issue number 1. So this is a new look at the Justice Society of America, which is a team in DC that I am not as familiar with, but this is a version of this team where there's an enemy who's kind of disrupted the entire history of the team, and so a new team has to be formed, and they have to figure out why this entity or thing or person has decided to disturb the history of the original Justice Society of America. I'm not sure if you need to have any previous knowledge of Justice Society of America. Like I said, I don't know as much about the team as I do other characters. I know a little bit, but I'm interested to pick this up and see how much my little bit of background knowledge is going to play into whether I enjoy this or not. The next one that I have is a one-shot, but it's a huge issue. So typically issues are like around 30 pages. This one's 80, and it's DC's Grifter got run over by a reindeer. So sometimes DC does these holiday specials which end up being like anthologies of sorts. So you have different characters that you get to see. This one is going to have a little bit of like Harley Quinn, Batman, and a host of other characters. The stories included in this one include Superman and Wonder Woman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Dog, which is done by Stephanie Williams, Frankenstein and Agent of Shade in Last Christmas, Harley Quinn in 8 Crazy Nights, Hawkman and Hawkwoman in Home for the Holidays, Black Canary and John Constantine in Not Silent Night, Batman and Memories and Forfeits, and then Animal Man and Do You Hear What I Hear. I am thinking that this one is going to be really interesting. I do like the cover of this one, and like I said, it is 80 pages, so the price on this one is going to be higher than average. Typically you're looking at between $3.99 and $5.99 for a lot of single issue comics at this point, but this one is going to run you a price of $9.99. Just thought I would put that out there just in case anybody was expecting to go in and pick up this one for a normal price. Because it's an 80-page special, you're not going to get it at your typical price. So the next one that I have is one that I'm also really excited about. This is Wildstorm 30th Anniversary Special number 1. This is in honor of Jim Lee, who in 1992 revolutionized the comic book industry by founding Wildstorm Productions. And so it is an imprint that they are honoring because 30 years later you still are feeling the impact of it today. So this is giving homage to some of those older stories and also leading these characters in this world in a newer direction. And it's 100 pages, and it includes a host of different writers and illustrators, and includes a lot of different stories. And so it's looking at the Wildstorm characters that are in like the DC mainline, and then it's also taking into account, like I said before, where these characters are going to be going in the future. So I'm excited to learn more about this, and as a whole, like, I am new at this game. I know it seems like I've been reading comics for a very long time, and I really haven't been reading for as long as I may seem like I've been reading, and so I still have a lot to learn. So I kind of like when they do things like this with the 30th anniversary editions, or they're celebrating certain milestones or monuments in comic book industry, because it gives me the opportunity to kind of get some backstory and some history on some characters. And this is, once again, some characters that I'm not 100% familiar with, but that I'm interested in getting to know more about. The next one that I'm interested in is Nubia in the Justice League special. So it's celebrating the 50th anniversary of Nubia. You know, I love things, all things Nubia. And so it is celebrating the 50th anniversary, and it is the opportunity for Nubia to work alongside the Justice League. So she is a lot of times contained within like the world of the Amazons, and now they're bringing her to work with the Justice League, which I think is going to be an interesting pair up, and we get to see what these characters are going to be doing together in the future, which makes me ultra excited. I mean, it's Nubia. My queen. I love Nubia. If you didn't know, I'm a Nubia stan. So there's that. So the last one that I have on this list is Peter Parker and Miles Morales Spider-Man Double Trouble issue number 1. So this one is very intriguing. I am not a huge Peter Parker fan. I've never been a huge Peter Parker fan. And I do read some Spider-Man comics, but Peter Parker and I are not like peanut butter and jelly. We don't always necessarily get along, but I'm interested in this because Peter Parker ends up taking Miles Morales to like bring your sidekick day, and he brings Miles, which is kind of like a slap in his face because it's like Miles Morales is just as valid of a Spider-Man as Peter Parker is. And so when Peter Parker does this, he unleashes this huge thing onto the city, and so it's up to Miles Morales to kind of save the day and prove that he is just as valuable as Peter Parker, and he's just as much of a Spider-Man as he is. So I think this is probably more on the younger side. It looks like it's skewed more on the younger side when it comes to comics, but I'm still interested in checking it out because I read comics that are geared for all ages, which, you know, why not? Like, spread the love, spread the joy. All right, y'all. So those are the 5 comics that I'm looking forward to that will be releasing this week. Let me know in the comments down below if there are any comics that you are particularly looking for this week. And as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me, click the subscribe button, hit the bell for notification. All of my social media links will be down in the description box below, so you can find me, and I will be back with another video soon.